Okay, I'll make a brief statement. First of all the credit for the conviction in this case should go to the team of DPPs who have been my strength. Akram Garib, Mustafa, Mr. Po, Deepa, Najwa, and the rest. Nadia, Fariza, Shakrin, and Wafa. The bulk of the credit for the conviction in point of investigation should go to the investigating officer, Nabila, and the MACC team she headed, all of whom are dedicated officers. None of the DPPs or the investigating officers had any personal interest in this case. Neither do I. We are just tasked to do a job, and we just did a job. Many accusations have been hurled against my DPPs which are not, I think, fair, because they are just doing their job. And if I couldn't have done my job if I hadn't received the strong support that they provided me. So really speaking, the victors of today are my DPPs and my investigating officer. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Are you happy with the sentence and the fine of almost 1 billion?
What did you say?
Are you happy with the sentence?
We are not happy or unhappy about anything. We just do our job and we get on to the next case. It is not our role to be happy about someone else's grief. Yes? Any other questions? How come you all don't have any questions for
What
me?
do you think of the statements of the verdict context has been released by some media days ago? The verdict statement,
The so-called
We have addressed that in the arguments before the court.
Sir, this has been a very long journey. How do you describe members of your colleagues, how they perform, and what's the message like?
My DPPs performed 100%. I might have been slacking, but not them.
For the 10 years sentence, do you think it's proper and fair?
The judge, I think, had a balance to make, and I think he made the balance. It is a very difficult choice to make. Sentencing is never easy. As a former judge, I can tell you, sentencing is never easy. It's one of the most difficult parts of judicial life. And one has to throw so many things in the balance. The judge probably thought 10 years was fair. And we do not propose to appeal against inadequacy of sentence until the Attorney General thinks otherwise. Unless the Attorney General thinks otherwise.
You spoke of the need to send a message with the sentencing. Without specifying your feelings on the sentencing, can you just tell us about what you felt about the need to send a message with the sentence?
Well, the purpose of these trials and a trial like this and the sentence is to send a clear message to would-be offenders and stop them dead in their tracks. And the purpose, of course, is also to let society know, the Malaysian public to whom we owe our duty, to let them know that we have done our duty and that the court has done its duty, and that if they had any aspirations in this matter, we have tried our best to fulfill them. That is the only message that can be sent.
Rosmah's lawyer said it's selective prosecution because Rizal, has admitted that he has committed crime and the 4 charges were dropped. That how come no actions to get him?
This is prosecutorial discretion. Sometimes it is necessary for the public prosecutor to weigh in a balance who has committed the crime and whose evidence is necessary to bring home the charge. If you have, for example, a gang of robbers and 3 robbers are being charged, the 4th is giving evidence against them, there's nothing unusual about it. I mean, this is normal. So I think what is being done is a mountain is being made out of a molehill. In fact, if you read our submissions at the close of the prosecution case, you will find that we have provided ample authority to support the proposition that where there is more than one person involved in a crime, the discretion is with the public prosecutor to withdraw the charge against one or more of them and use them as prosecution witnesses. Otherwise, the crime will never be proved, never be brought home. If I am to accede to your suggestion, then no one can be charged. If 5 robbers rob and we don't have any eyewitnesses except one of the robbers, then we cannot withdraw the case against him and use him as a witness. So that means crimes can never be proved. That is why the discretion is given to the public prosecutor. And in this case, it is my view, my private view, that the discretion was correctly exercised.
The defense will appeal for this case. So as a prosecutor, what do you think of the appeal? Will the appeal take the differences for this result?
I'm not an astrologer. And I don't carry any crystal ball to tell you what it is. Yes.
You mentioned in court that that the sentence was necessary to because of the crime or the gravity of the crime that she committed. Can you expand a little bit on that?
Sorry, say again.
Sorry, you were saying in court that you asked for the maximum fine because of the gravity of the crime that was committed. Can you expand a bit on
These
that?
are normal submissions that are made at the conclusion of a case involving corruption. Don't forget, corruption is a very evil thing. And I think the Malaysian public are realizing that it is an evil that we can do without. So that the public, Malaysian public whom we all serve, the judicial system serves, the prosecutorial system serves, are entitled to receive their share of justice. Justice is not only to the accused, it is also to the state. So I don't think there is anything else to be added to what we have already said.
Thank you very much. No commendation. We did our job.
No need to congratulate us. We just did our job. My DPPs are first class. All the credit should go to them and to the investigating officers. Thank you.
Thank you.